believe. I didn't see it, but I had to believe in myself. Y'all know what I told y'all about Huntsman? He had believed the woman because she believed in herself, even though it never came to pass. She could never make it happen. But he believed her so much because she believed herself. Now watch this. He went from a bounce back. They went from a bounce back to resilience. I got everything thrown on me because watch this. They're in slavery. They're in bondage. They're holding on to nothing. They have nothing for them. In other words, they got a concrete slab put over the top of them, and they still have to grow and flourish from that. They're under the authority of somebody else. Have you ever just been under the authority of somebody else? Let me show it to you real good. Any renters in here? Amen. Come on, somebody. Right. We are under the authority of somebody else. We have a landlord. Come on, somebody. We have a landlord that's over us, and so we are under the authority of them. So we are slaves to them, and I hate to say it like this, but it's the truth. We are slaves to them to give them our money every month, or else we got to get out. Right. It's just right. We got to go. It's just the truth. So now they have slaves over them that's telling them what to do, how to do, when to do. So they have no type of leverage within themselves at all. The only leverage that they have is they have to believe a God that has not come through for them. I say that because they're in bondage. They have to believe a God that has not come through for them. I'm in bondage, God. You've taken me away and allowed the Chaldeans and Nebuchadnezzar to take over my family, to take over my home. Has anybody ever just been praying for your children, praying for your family members? It just don't seem like nothing is moving, nothing is happening. Oh, just hold on just a second, just a minute, it's coming. Just hold on just a second, it's coming. God's going to do it, but he said, I got to get you to a state of maturity that comes with the resilience. I got to get you to that state. So watch this. While they're under that, now they have to believe that that's something that they've never seen happen before. They have to believe that it's going to happen. Watch this. Now, as they're doing that, as they're believing within themselves, they got people chattering on the other side. Have you ever just had people just chattering on the other side? You going on about your business. I got my stuff going on. I'm just here, God. I'm just doing what I need to do. They got people chattering about it. Now, I'm not bothering you in your business while you over here in mine. I'm not doing nothing with you. If you want to do what they say, then go ahead and do what you say. I'm minding my own business. I'm doing this over here. The Chaldeans, if you read the chapters, the verses before, the Chaldeans say, you know what? We're going to get them in trouble. We're going to come against their character. We're going to come against their integrity. We're going to come against them. Watch, we're talking about blind faith. So when they come against them, they go to the king on them. And they say, King, they not worshiping. They not doing what the ordinance has called to do. They not doing it. Can anybody get Romans 12 for me? Let's just go right there. Romans 12 chapter. Because they said they not doing what everybody else is doing. But the Bible tells me in Romans 12:1, it says, I beseech thee therefore now, brethren, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. It says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may what? Prove. You got to be living proof when there aren't any other living proofs. You got to be proof. He says prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. In other words, you are on this earth to prove to God, and to prove to everybody else that are around you that I'm going to present this good, acceptable, perfect will of God. That's what he said. That's why he forgives you over and over again. He said, because I need you to be my infallible proof. So, he said, I need you to be that. Has anybody ever been sick before? Has anybody ever been down before? Has anybody ever gone through something before? I need you to be the infallible proof that I've been bragging about. I need you to be the infallible proof that the angels are jealous of. Don't you know the angels are jealous of us because they don't have a choice. They up there singing holy, holy, holy. We down here doing the will of God and making heaven on earth down here. So we have to be the proof that God's going to do it. The 3 Hebrew boys was there. They were the proof that God was going to do it. So here now they have to do something that's never been seen before. So while they have somebody telling on them, the king says, I don't believe that. He said, I don't believe, watch this. He said, I don't believe that the people that I brought here are not going to do what I've told them to do. Why didn't the king believe it? Because he thought that he had your mind under his control. Has the enemy ever thought that because he takes something from you, he has your worship, he has your praise, he has your prayer life, he has your joy, he has your peace? The only reason why he takes stuff from you, or why God allows things to happen, happen. That's what that. Gotta remember that. Why God allows things to happen, because God wants you to be the proof, and He wants you to fail. So God is saying, I need you to prove. The enemy is saying, I want you to fail. So here it is, the Chaldeans, they're sitting there like, okay, here it is, and no, we're not going to serve that. So watch this. Nebuchadnezzar said, you know what, I don't believe that, bring him here. So he brings him over, and he says, watch this, there's now an interview. I just want you to know, anytime you are in a state or a season of blind faith, there's going to be an interview. The interview is that they're going to bring you before, and y'all know what an interview is. The interview is that they're going to bring you before them and ask you, what is your job skill set? Oh, my God, I love it. What is your job skill set? My job skill set is that I'm supposed to be living proof. I'm supposed to have faith. What did David do to Saul when he called him up in I think it's 1 Kings, the 17th chapter, right before he killed Goliath? He came to him, he said, I killed a lion and a bear. He gave him his whole resume. He said, I can do this. He said, I don't even know what you're talking about. This right here is nothing. That's how you have to be in blind faith. You have to tell your situation and the people around you, I got this. God said it was going to happen. Yeah. I know you might not ever seen it done before, and you might not believe in me, but I got this. God's going to do this. You have to now give your resume, and you have to sell yourself. Yeah. Has anybody ever had to sell themselves in prayer? I haven't had to sell myself in prayer. God, now you did this for me, so I know you can do that. God, you made this happen, so I know you can do that. God, I stood in the test of times. I feel like praying now. God, I stood in the test of times. I was like, Lord, I've done this, I've done it. And so you have to sell yourself. So now here it is, an interview with Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar says, I don't believe it. So he asked the question. He said, did you do that? Oh, I love the answer that they give. And I wish, let me see if I can find the amplified one, but they give. He said this. He said, the God we serve. I need to go back up to, yes, go to 16. Go to 16. Go to Daniel 3 and 16. I love it. They answered here. They said, I'm going to read it for you. It says, Shadrach. Oh, my little power's going out. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered the king, oh Nebuchadnezzar, it is not necessary for us to answer you on that point. I don't have to give you an answer to nothing. Y'all got to tell the enemy, I don't have to give you an answer to nothing. I don't have to come down to your level. I know who I am. I know what God's getting ready to do. I don't have to answer. Anybody else got a different verse? I love the Bible when it just tells you stuff like that, because what it does is it makes you bold in your response to the enemy. David said to Saul, he said to the Goliath, he said, who is this uncircumcised Philistine? Who do he think he is? Sometimes you just got to get indignant about it and go by blind faith like, who do you think you are talking to me like that? Right. What you think this is? This is my money. God said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Come on, somebody. He said the power that resides in me is greater than you. He said, God is for me. If God is for me, who can be against? You got to read your resume. Your resume is the word of God if you're living right. So he told him, he said, we don't have to answer you on that point. He said, now watch this. And he said, even though I'm not going to answer you, I'm going to do you even greater. He said, if our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. Watch that. He said, if our God is able to deliver us. He said, if our God is able to deliver us. And I'm reading the Amplified version. I'm going to go back over here. Let me go back over to the King James. He said, if it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. He will deliver us out of your hand, O king. Watch this. He never said deliver us out of the furnace. Yeah. There is a difference. There is a difference. The fire is what's going to make you. He never said deliver us out of the fire. He said he's going to deliver us out of your hands. Watch this. The fiery furnace is the instrument which is going to show God this is proof that it's going to happen. So watch this. He said, and if it be so, he says, verse 18, and if not, there's your blind faith. There's your bounce back. There's your resilience. There it is right there. He said, if not, be it known unto thee. Let me just tell you right now. Let me just let you know. He said, O king, that we will not serve your God. Even if he don't deliver me, I'm still not going to serve your God. Even if he never come through for me, I'm still not going to serve your God. Because I have a belief system that's greater than you. Because Nebuchadnezzar, what you have done is you have lifted yourself up above God. So let me take you to 1 Corinthians. I'm sorry, I'm a little over the top, but I get excited. 1 Corinthians, and then we're going to shut it down after this. 1 Corinthians, I believe it's 4. Wait a second. Because I need to show you here. I'm in 2 Corinthians. I'm sorry. Let me get to 1 Corinthians. Because I'm looking for where they said, I know I like to give you scriptures right off the top of my head and I just be right there. Yep, I'm sorry. Go to 2 Corinthians 10:4. Got the scriptures all mixed up. Go to 2 Corinthians 10:4, and I'm going to start at 3. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. So Nebuchadnezzar, I don't have to answer you, and nor do I have to go in a word battle with you. Don't you know that some people will try and bring you into a word battle? I was watching this video today. I'm going to throw it in here because it was funny. I was watching this video today of this couple that was getting married. This couple that was getting married, this lady who was the ex, she comes to the wedding. You the ex, but you come to the wedding. You know you out of line right there. Bye, girl. Go on with yourself. Bye. You just know you out of line. She comes to the wedding. And y'all know that part where they say, is there anybody in here that says, you know, who knows something that these two shouldn't be married? She said, I got something to say. She way in the back. I got something to say, just as ghetto as she want to be. Talking about, he told me that she was this and she was that and she was no good and blah, blah, blah. Now, she never said that the man slept with her. She never said that the man went nowhere with her. She never said that. All she said was that the girl that he getting ready to marry, that he don't put the ring on, is such and such, such and such. Now, I just want you to know that right there, I would have just told her, you know what, did my man sleep with you? Okay, you just want him back, so can you complete this wedding because she just tripping? You have to understand, I said all that to say because you have to understand when the enemy's trying to get you into a word battle. Don't get into a word battle with the enemy, because then your flesh begins to rise up. Y'all know we'll rise up in a minute. Bonquisha will come out. I'm telling you, Bonquisha will come out. He's trying to get you into a word battle because the word is powerful. And so your words that you use is like a two-edged sword. It's like that for you too. So everything you say, it comes out of your mouth. He's trying to use a word battle. So right here where it says it in 2 Corinthians 10:3, it says, for though we walk in the flesh, I walk in this flesh. Don't get me wrong. I still know how to give you an uppercut. Don't get me wrong. I still know how to do it. He said, but we do not war after the flesh. I'm not going to let you get me into any word battles. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the